hello. Welcome to my page, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. My name is Ginger, and welcome to Crafting Day with the Sweet Success Studio. We are finalizing and finishing out an entire month, hi Erica, a 31-day challenge, 31 days of content, and we always end with a wonderful crafting day. Hi Heidi, how are you? Hey, I feel like I haven't been live in almost a week. Hello, hi Alyssa. Hi Marquita, at least I'm getting comments, so that's a good sign. Hey Jolene. So we're gonna do part 2 of some cupcakes that we had started. I will eventually, hi Paula. Hi Heidi, I am doing great. Hi Carissa. So if you're watching this after the broadcast is over, please hashtag replay. I would love to know that you were here. Hey Sam, how are you? I hope that you are doing well and that everything is going smoothly for you. I know it's probably a really crazy and hectic time. I feel like I'm still playing catch up. I've been out of town. Hey Tina, hey, hi Marquita. Hi Jennifer. So I'm not going to be able to keep this jacket on, but I am going to be starting some upcycling. So meaning I'm taking clothing that was meant for the trash heap. Thank you, Alyssa. I'm going to tell you all about it. Clothing that was, either donated to Goodwill, or I have my own personal closet of clothing. Family members have donated. I'm going to be starting an upcycling division. So I won't be doing any less of what I'm currently doing. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Dee. Hi, Mary Ann. Oh, I'm so sorry, Heidi. Hi, Jess. Hey, Alyssa and Kelly. Just making sure I'm catching everybody. Okay. Hey, Marquita. Hey, Tina. How are you? Oh, thank you, Priscilla. I was just about to ask. Hello, Vay. Okay, so I will be doing, and I'm probably going to be putting it over on YouTube because sewing tutorials are a little bit difficult on a Facebook Live. Hi, Yvonne and Melissa. So I took this jean jacket that I got at Goodwill, and I took my lace appliques. So I went ahead, I'm going to give you like a little demo, and then I'm going to take it off. So I've taken lace appliques, the edging of the lace, and I have attached it to a jean jacket. So I'm going to just do a little 360 for you. I will have these available for sale. This one is mine. I fell in love with it, and I was like, I am not getting rid of this one, but I will be making 3. I have enough supplies to make 3. So I will be making 3 in various sizes. And then be on the lookout over the next month or so. I will be adding content to a YouTube channel, and then I will be actually starting an online boutique with upcycled items. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. So I'm going to keep it on as long as I can. It is warm. I live in Houston. It is about 80 degrees or maybe even more. Hi, Maricela. Maybe even hotter than that here in my craft room. So let's get started. We're going to finish out. So I had made, hi, Jenny. It does look a little bit like angel wings, doesn't it, Sam? Thank you, Yvonne. I will be doing some kind of upscale, hi Carissa, upscale upcycling. Thank you for sprinkling. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish out these cupcakes, and we're gonna do some tutorials on spackling. It's 90, so then it's probably pretty close to that here. Let's see, what is it? What is it here? I don't even know where my weather app is. Oh, you're right. So it's 92 degrees here in Houston, Texas. And it's probably almost that hot here in my craft room. I do have a fan and a tiny little air conditioner. So we have, I will be attaching these two lives together and then reposting them. But I've done a tutorial on how we've gotten to this point. And these have now been sealed. So the glitter is sealed. Hi, Christy. How are you? The glitter is sealed and we are ready for the next step. So we're going to make a sprinkle mix to go around the edge. And let's get all of our little containers together. So we're going to set those off to the side for just a second and we're going to make this mix. Now, it's not technically, there's no sprinkles in it, but it's going to act as a sprinkle mix. And we're going to put it around the edge. Hey, AAA. Yeah, the month of May has flown by. I didn't get to do all 31 days. I did, you know, maybe half of that. Hi, Vanessa. I have been traveling. We went to Disney World. Hi, Cecilia. How are you, my dear? Hey, Mary. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, these are the, like the tubular confetti from Dollar Tree. I did have them packaged so that I could show you. Now I can't seem to find anything. I've been out of my craft room for about a week and I can't seem to find anything. So we're going to take 3 scoops. And it doesn't really matter. It just needs to be equal parts. Well, so we've got a lot of these, so let's do 4. We're going to do 4 scoops of the royal blue. Oh, yeah. Am I just going to disappear? I know. I wish I could reach out and give you a hug. And we'll do 4 of these. Hi, Kimmy. Okay, and then we're also going to use these balls. I got them at Dollar Tree. Hi, Donna. Thank you, Mary. I certainly appreciate it. Hi, Anne. Yeah, so I will have some of these jackets for sale. They are also going to be in pink, black, white, and then like I've got a whole bunch of other designs. I'm going to do 1 extra scoop of the white. Hello, Mickey. How are you? So I love fake baking. I absolutely adore it. But my first, by trade, I'm a seamstress. So, and a costume designer. And I have gotten away from my sewing machine for quite a while. And just want to start kind of sewing a little bit more, and I feel like upcycling. Hi, Vanessa. Upcycling is probably the quickest and the easiest way to make a lot of product. I kind of feel like there's a Sandra Lee has a cookbook called Simply Homemade, and it's like you take semi prepared things and then you doctor them up and you make something else out of them. I'm trying to see if I have a tray. There we go. So I feel like with upcycling, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm taking something that's already, the majority of it. Oh, I wish it was 20 degrees cooler here as well. In fact, we've all seen the jacket. I can show it again at the end, but we're gonna we're going to go ahead and put this off to the side. I will be posting pictures. I did wear it to Vegas this last week and ended up passing out some business cards. Okay. Okie dokie. And it was, hi Joan, how are you? I was indoors. We went to a conference in Las Vegas. So walking to the conference, it was about 2 hotels down, was a little warm. I wore that jacket. But once I got into the conference, I was so glad because, yeah, AAA. Me too. Was I glistening? The conference was so incredibly freezing. Hi, Holly. How are you? Okay. So basically we've taken, we've put clay over the top of these buckets. I will go ahead. I need to pick off some of this glitter. When my glue, when I sealed it, some of the glue did drip. So, but we've got our clay sealed here. Hello, Lydia. Buenos dias. And what I like to do is I like to put a sprinkle mix along the base for a couple of different reasons. It seals this up, and it just makes a nice transition from your snack cup to the top of the cupcake. So I just do a little small line of hot glue right along this edge. And then I'm just gonna kind of push that in. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Donna. I finally got all of my spring decor down and my, hi Carissa, hi Cheryl, all my Patriotic decor up. So that in and of itself was a huge feat, getting all that down and up and put away. My comments, yeah, I had trouble all last week. I mean, I only was live, I think once last week because we were out of town. But I had trouble with my comments. So frustrating. Okay, we're gonna do 1 blue and 1 red. Hi, Tina. Okay. And there we go. So that is the edge all the way around. Like I said, I will clean up some of that glitter. We will do that later. I don't think I need that, so. We did see a new show in Vegas called Awakening. It was at the Wynn Hotel. It was, production-wise, it was one of the most amazing shows I've seen. As far as the set, the costumes, the special effects, it was really, really amazing. So that was fun. Hey, Teresa, how are you? And then I got a really fun special surprise yesterday. So I had to run to Costco, and I was dreading going to Costco on a Saturday. I am doing fantastic. I was dreading going to Costco on Saturday. It's like, but I really needed to get some hangers. And I used their black kind of like velvet hangers. And so I pull up and there's like a car that looks like my daughter's, and I parked right next to it. And but her windows are pretty tinted, and I didn't want to like stick my face in up into the window. I didn't want someone to think that I was like trying to break into the car to see if there was like car seats and strollers. No, so that, I will tell you about that in just a second. I didn't buy it. There was no way I could have gotten that home because we flew, but I will tell you about it. And I honestly, I'm considering making it. So anyway, I pull up and then I call my daughter and I was like, are you at Costco? And she's like, yeah, I'm in Costco. So I wasn't planning on seeing my grandchildren yesterday, but lo and behold, ran into them at Costco. And I'm telling you what, those little boys are the biggest ego boost because they go running across, they see me, they go running across the store. They want me to hold them and they just love me. Like nobody loves me like that. That they're so excited to see me. So that was a special treat. So the cake slice, there is a kind of a, I guess it's a restaurant. It's kind of like fast food. The Cake Boss from New Jersey. He has like a place there that you can get cake and pie. And so that cake that I took a picture in front of in Las Vegas is like at the front door when you go in. And I don't know what they made it out of, but I mean, even the sprinkles look real, the frosting looks real. Okay, I've made a huge mess. Okay. So let's get all this. Yes, AAA, it was the best. And then they both wanted me to hold them, and so I'm holding two kids, and they're 2 and 3. And then, so there was my oldest 3-year-old grandson. Oh, I know. It's the best, AAA, isn't it? It is the best. Hi, Sherry. Okay, we're going to make some frosting. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, I know that there's tutorials all out there, but I will go over how I do mine. I brought out this, but did I bring out a spoon? Because that would have been too darn easy to have everything I needed. I believe I should have a spoon here. You know, when you're in your craft room and you just have, you see it all the time, but then you need it and it's not there. Okay, so I saved these just little containers. This had potato soup in it. Hey, Raymond. So we're gonna take the Red Devil lightweight spackle. Let's open that up. Oh, goodness gracious. I need to call my husband. Okay, so, and I will tell you about this consistency and why I mix them. So that's open and almost ready to go. This one is the DAP Fast and Final Lightweight Spackle. So in essence, they're Yeah, I mean, I do have a knife. Would that be better? Hey, Charlene, how are you doing? I thought maybe I would make everybody nervous if I pulled the knife out. Hey, Christy. Yeah. We are making frosting for these cupcakes. Hey, Michelle. And we're going to talk about why we mix these. Now, that means that there isn't a... Hey, Corey. How are you? Okay. So we're going to talk about the consistency of these two different items and why I like to mix them. So this, and if I'm not mistaken, they have keys that open those. I have for the paint cans, I have those keys. I believe Vanessa with Up and Growing, yeah, Priscilla, say hi. I believe she did, like, I remember correctly, a long time ago, I thought I saw a tutorial on, I think she did, like, she tested. I vaguely remember that. But this is going to be like a unofficial test. So the Red Devil, if you're gonna put paint, like if you want to do red or pink or purple, I personally would just use this, the Red Devil, and paint. It is drier and I want to say like chalkier. So the consistency is a little drier and a little chalky. If you were just to use this without anything added, without any paint, it might, it's not going to give you like a creamy look. Hi, Eliza. And it's going to be a little bit dry. So you're going to get, if you were maybe wanting to do ice cream. Hi, Tammy. So we're going to take, but if I was just going to do like pink frosting, I would only use this Red Devil with paint. So we're going to take a bit of this. I mean, you can see it's just like really thick and heavy. I shouldn't say not heavy in weight, but the consistency is heavy and it holds its, yes. But I like to mix mine, and I feel like it gives the perfect consistency. So let's stir this up really well, because I feel like the Red Devil needs a little bit more stirring. And I honestly just love, hi Karen. I'm Priscilla. Okay. So it's still like very, very, very thick. Now this container of the DAP is actually a little thicker than normal. Usually it's really runny. Like to me, if I were to use DAP by itself, without any additive, yes, Tina. Okay, now if you look, this is, you can even see it in the consistency. It's fluffy. It's so fluffy. So, I wonder if they changed their formula, because this one is not as gooey and ooey and runny, but you can see it, it definitely has a creamier consistency. If you were going to add paint to this, it would be too runny on its own. You would want to add either baby powder or cornstarch to it to thicken it up if you were going to use paint. I think they might have either that or it's been, I have actually had DAP where it's just like almost dripped off of my, like my utensil. Okay, but now if you take these two and you mix them together, you're really gonna get the perfect consistency. You're gonna get that kind of the staying power of the Red Devil and the fluffiness of the DAP. And I know it's totally weird. I love the smell of this. I'm such a weirdo. Okay, now the key is going to be mixing this without breaking this knife. So that's just a little, some little tips about spackle. I have done a lot of spackle. I am not, by far, not the utmost expert, but I have pretty good luck with this mixture. I personally, if I'm doing white, I do not add any paint to it. I don't feel like I need to as far as the color goes. I feel like the two mixed together leave a really, really nice white color. I don't ever have it gray. It's never grayed up on me. And I'm also 99% of the time, I'm also sprinkling glitter over the top of this. Okay, so, and then I like to use, I did bring lights out. I like to use a silicone piping bag. You've never had yours shrink, or you've never had it yellow, or you've... Okay, so I got these silicone piping bags on Temu. I don't know, has anyone heard any updates on anything from Temu? I have not even gone on the app. I don't know if what their pricing has done. Okay, what? That's a 40. $60. I'm looking for my piping tip. That one's going to be too small. 21. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Marianne. I might have to pull my piping tip. From my other bag. Here's another tip. If you were to add paint and you get a little bit, if it gets a little bit too runny, you can add a little bit of plaster of Paris to it, and that's going to give you an even harder finish. Holy moly, guys. Well, we're just going to use a 4B tip. It's not my favorite, but I think we'll still get the same beautiful ruffle. So I'm taking my piping tip, I'm bringing it down to the bottom. I might need, no, I'm not going to, but I needed to cut it. Okay, well, I might need to cut it a tiny bit. Oh, Jennifer, you're so sweet. Well, this tip isn't my favorite, so we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. I actually printed off some piping, like example sheets, and I'm gonna put it in a plastic like slip cover, and I'm gonna practice some new, like more advanced piping things, because I want to do some different, you know, some different kind of designs with my cakes. And then all we're gonna do, hi Angie, how are you? We are just gonna pop that, and this consistency is fantastic. Hi Pansy. Hi Pansy Faye. Now, what I suggest, if you are new to piping, this is a really good kind of way to practice. Okay, this is probably enough for right now. And we'll see what kind of, I usually use a 1M or I think it's a 2D is my favorite. I'm just gonna slide this down. And then when I am done with this, I will kind of like fold the top, clip the top, put like a, any kind of a chip clip or, you know, clothespin. So if you're a little bit worried, you can practice by just going right back. Hi Quincy, I am doing good. I hope that you're doing well too. You can just pipe it right back into your little container there, and then you can just practice. Yeah, this is an open star, but it's not as kind of as frilly as I normally like. So let me, let's see, do we care? You know what, we're not gonna care because we're gonna be putting so much fun stuff on this. Okay, so then what I like to do is I always start from the back, and I like to go in kind of like a U shape. So I go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And you're just giving it light pressure. Okay, so there's your first layer. I'm going to push down. Okay, so there we go. There is our cupcake. Yes, binder clips. That's the word I was looking for. Okie dokie. So we are going to take, I have these acrylic gems. I got them from, where did I get them from? I think I got them from Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. I got these little flag toothpicks from Hobby Lobby. So we're going to take 2 of these. And I like to kind of make them a little bit sharper. Hi, Tanya, how are you? We are going to just kind of sharpen the end. And we're going to put 2 flags going either direction. Let's see, do we want to use one of these? Yeah. It's a little bit different of a look. So then I'm just going to start taking these acrylic gems. And we're just going to start placing them all in our cupcake. The problem with the clear ones is that you kind of see through them and you don't really get to see all of that beautiful color. So actually, I'm going to take that one out. Okay, there we go. So there is our, hi Jojo, how are you? Now the last thing, I have some sprinkles. Where I put said sprinkles, I am not sure. Goodness gracious. Okay. My sprinkle mix is missing. That is okay. We're just going to go ahead and add our glitter. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? We'll do the same thing. Let's go ahead and do our red one. Again, that U-shaped. I just like to go all the way around in a U pattern. We're going to do our second layer. And because there's already foam in there, I don't need to worry about my spackle having to take all the weight of my, yeah, Travis has, he probably does. Don't we usually blame the husband, right? Let's get our flags. Hi, Helen. Trim these off. These are actually going to go on a little tree I have now a tree here in my craft room. And so I will be doing a patriotic kind of theme out here in my craft room. Now let's go ahead and put our little acrylic gems in there. Like I said, I got these from Hobby Lobby. And then we're going to glitter these up. Okay, so we just have these acrylic gems. You want to, you know, really poke them in there nicely. Okay. So now we have our cupcake with all of our items on there. Let me do one last like visual sweep to see if I can't find my sprinkles. Because I ordered them, I had them sitting here. I don't want to take too long. I've seen them 100 times as I've walked by. But I don't want to take too much time, so we will just kind of bag it for this one. Okay, we're not going to take too much time. So now what I like to do when it's time to put my glitter on spackle, I like to give it a slight mist of water. I have a misting bottle here. It's like you would think I'm actually pretty organized, like I have a spot for everything, but then I put something in front of it and then I can't find it. So I definitely want to give these a spritz. Okay, Ginge. Get your act together. Got plenty of water bottles to fill my little container. You know, as soon as I get off my live, I'm gonna find everything that I needed. That's always how it goes. Okay, well that's what I get for cleaning and organizing, right? Okay, let's just grab our glitter. So I'm gonna mix my glitters. I would love to use diamond dust, but my grandkids love to play with my stuff. They love to try to bite into it. They pretend that they're eating it. So I am not going to use diamond dust because I do not want them to get it on their, like in their mouth. So I'm going to do one quick pass with my plain white. This is like a medium-sized glitter. it kind of gives you that sugared look. I mean, look how, I don't know if you can see it. It's so sparkly. Okay, so I've got my bigger glitter. And then I'm gonna go with a fine dusting. Hi, Helen and Heidi. A fine dusting of my super fine glitter. I do get this from Michael's. There is no flash to this. There's no holographic. It is pure snow white. They call it snow. What do you know? And I am just gonna give it a light dusting. And there we are. So, so beautiful. I know, I love my big glitter. So I'll have to show you, my husband just built me. So I have this little tiny wall right behind me. I don't know if I can pan you over. Probably not. So there's little tiny wall right here in my craft room. It's so small. And like, it's useless. It goes from like where my backdrop is, and then it kind of goes around the corner. So I have 3 minutes. I'm gonna go grab and show you what my husband just built me yesterday. And I am so thrilled to go on that little wall. So I am trying to optimize every last inch of storage in this room. So I went and I got 4-inch like pre-treated wood. And I got a 12-foot piece. We cut it in half. Yeah, it is a big glitter. And so it's gonna get mounted on this little tiny useless wall over here. So, you know, picture this like 10 inches over. And I made sure that all my glitter, it's gonna be all my glitters here at my fingertips, and all of my glitter fits perfectly. So this whole, and there I have different sizes of glitters. So this shelf is gonna house my glitz and glue glitters. So let me go grab one of those. So we literally built this for $25. It is not hard. Hello, Ribbon Branch. So my glitz and glue glitters, I'm gonna stack 2 high, and they're gonna go right here. So that is my kind of an idea for y'all. If you've got a small space, I mean, it's literally was this useless wall. I can't put anything on it. And so I had this idea. I went and got the wood. He just cut it for me. So you don't even technically need, you could probably even get Home Depot to do these cuts for you. My husband has a saw, and you know, he has a nail gun, but you could just put screws or regular nails. I'm gonna probably paint this something fun, but it is pre-treated, so I don't have to paint it if I don't want to. So that is my my newest little treat out here in my, hi Kim. Yeah, he is amazing. He's pretty good about doing all the things that I need him to do for me. Not always when I want it done, but eventually he'll get to it. Okay, so up after me, let's do the lineup really quick because our fearless leader, wonderful Tina, is going to be finishing us out today. So let me go ahead and give the lineup. So this was a 2-day event. So if you've missed anybody, go back and watch the replays. So yesterday we had Come's Crafting Corner, Berry Sweet, Crafty Creations, and Raymond the Evercrafter. They were yesterday. So the times don't really matter because it's over. And then today we had Paper Sweeties, Crafty Creations and more, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. And then up next at 6 p.m. Eastern is going to be Tina's Tasteful Treasures. I absolutely just have loved being a part of Sweet Success Studio. I know that this isn't going to be goodbye, but just a see you later. We're all going to be here on our pages. And I know that the spirit in which Tina built this group, that is going to live on. It'll live on all of the members that have been a part of it, all of the coaches, all of the designers, anyone that's been a part of the events. That same spirit of helpfulness, support is definitely going to live on long after the group has regrouped. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. I'll post my schedule tonight. I'm going to be live quite often this week, and so I will see you then. But let's head on over to Tina's Tasteful Treasures and see what amazing things she has in store for us today. So have a fantastic evening, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.